I've never been so sure of anything before. Just like I'm in this moment, but once alone would be enough. Just take my hands and take my ring, 'cause I will always love you through anything I'll do. To talk back on different segment, you know, for the engaging and marriage. Talk back OGINNI, you know. Let's talk about love. Let's talk about God. Let's talk about all you need to know before you say I do.
Thank you for tuning in to Glorious Vision Television. My name is TOPE OGINNI and you are welcome to Before You Say I Do. Before You Say I Do is a program designed for all categories of singles. As long as you have not said I do, this is a program that you don't miss for anything. This is where we educate the singles on all what you need to know before you say I do, before you get into marriage. This is where we help you to examine yourself, know about your relationship, understand marriage, understand relationship. This is where we help you to prevent divorce before you even get into marriage. This is where you learn everything that you need to know. If you are just coming into if you are just coming into relationship world, you have never been there before and you want to understand relationship, marriage, this is where you ought to be. This is where we enlighten the singles on the marital journey and how to navigate it, how to make it right, and to prevent the I knows. Once you are informed, once you are adequately informed about what you need to know, it helps you to prepare ahead of yourself before you get into marriage. So this program is all about before you say I do. Before you say I do, all what you need to do. It helps you to answer all your relationship questions, everything that you need to know before you go into the institution of marriage is what we normally talk about on this program. And for our regular viewers, I want to say thank you for always being there for us on every week. And if this is your own first time of tuning to this station, this program is Before You Say I Do, a program designed for all categories of single. As long as you have not said I do, I tell you, you will not ever regret ever giving out your time watching this beautiful program because you have a lot to learn. I want to go on this short break. When I return, the program is just starting. Please don't go anywhere and I will be right back. Please stay tuned. Welcome back. It is still Before You Say I Do on Glorious Vision Television, the only program that educates and enlightens all categories of singles. As long as you have not said I do and you want to know about marriage, understand relationship, you want to get it right before saying I do, you want to be adequately informed and have knowledge about the marital journey that you're about to embark upon, this program is something that you don't miss for anything. On today's episode of Before You Say I Do, I have another interesting topic for my singles, and this is also going to bless you in so many ways. It is titled Becoming the Right Partner Before Seeking the Right Partner. Becoming the right partner before seeking the right partner. So many people, so many singles are busy looking for the right person. But very few of you have ever stopped to ask yourself, am I the right person someone else is praying for? Have you ever asked yourself too, if you are the right person, that somebody out there, a young man, a young woman, is praying that God should give me your type? Have you ever thought of that? What are some of the things that are in you that you know that if you should get married is going to become problematic to your spouse, to your husband, to your wife? Maybe you are aware of it or you are unaware. The ones you are aware, what have you done about it? But most times everybody wants to marry the right person. When you ask a single man, a single young man, what kind of man, what is your ideal type of man, what is your ideal type of woman, you will see they are very quick to mention so many beautiful. I want her to be God-fearing, to be kind, to be humble, to be generous, to be patient, to be gentle, to be this. You know, you list all the good virtues. Nobody will want to mention the vices or the negativities of any human being. Everybody wants it perfect. Everybody, if I can say it, everybody wants a perfect partner, a perfect spouse in the future. But like I said, have you ever asked yourself too, if you are looking for somebody that is patient, are you the patient type? If you are looking for somebody that is very generous, are you the generous type? If you are looking for somebody who is very honest, who is very humble, who is very kind, who is this, who is that, are you that kind of a person too? Have you looked inward into yourself? Have you examined yourself if you are the type that you are looking for? So if you know that some things that people have been talking about you too that are very bad, and you know sometimes our parents will always tell us that don't allow this kind of attitude, don't take it to your husband's house, don't take it to your marriage. You know, for the men, they will tell you don't take this to your marriage, because this type of your attitude you are going to be giving your spouse, whoever you are going to be getting married to, is going to be having issues with you. Have you had statements like that? Have somebody spoken to you that way? That is what we are talking about. Then if you are a problematic person, imagine you marrying yourself. What is going to be the outcome? Imagine you marrying yourself is what we want to talk about today. We live in a culture that is obsessed with finding the one, the right partner, the right person. Social media, movies is painting that if you must get married, you must get married to the right person, to that humble man, to that gentleman, to that nice person, to that respectful person. Even the church, we always want you to marry somebody who is perfect. That's why you find these days that many people will go to church to go and look for the right person, because they believe that in church you will find somebody that is godly, somebody that is nice, somebody that is close to God, that has a deep relationship with God. That's why you see most people, even when they know that they don't carry all these good virtues in themselves, they still want to go to church and pick a ready-made, a spiritual lady, a spiritual man, you know, that they know that, oh, I know when you marry somebody that loves God, they will not give you problem. They will not give you trouble in your marriage. You know, they will be submissive. A Christian woman, a Christian young lady, if you get married to her, she will be submissive. She will be this, she will be that, you know. She will carry the act of Christ. But my question is, if you are going to church to look for that kind of a person, it's because you know that with that kind of a personality, there's going to be peace in your life, there's going to be peace in your mind. So why don't you try and be that kind of a person? I know that there are some people that they are like that too. They are very good, very calm, very nice, and they don't want trouble. They always want to look for somebody who will not give them trouble, who is nice like them, who is good like them, who is not stingy, who understand, you know, the things of God. They don't have to force them to do this. You don't have to force them to do that. I know that people are, but I know there are also some people that they know that they cannot ever marry their type. I have heard somebody said, I am not the patient type. So if I should go ahead and marry somebody who does not have patience, like me, somebody like me, that house will not contain the two of us. We will always be fighting, disagreeing over and quarreling over and over again, because the person will not agree, and me too, I will not agree. The person will not want to be submissive, and I will not want to. So I like that kind of person. That person is very, very honest about his own personality, and he knows. So I am saying, but there are some people that they know, they still want to go and look for somebody that is very, very, and they will marry that person, and they will bring that person into marriage, and there will be problem. What does it mean to be the right person? The right partner is a person who is being continually transformed into the image of Christ, emotionally and spiritually mature, ready to walk in love, purpose, and partnering according to God's design for marriage. According to God's design for marriage. So when we talk about the right partner, we are talking about somebody who is emotionally, spiritually, financially, intellectually mature. That is mature, and you know you are ready for marriage. You are not pressurized into marriage. You don't want to get married because others are getting married. Now, right partner does not mean that we are looking for somebody who is 100% perfect. We are not looking for somebody who is 100% perfect. It's not what we are looking for. We are not looking for, when you say the right partner, we are not talking in terms of wealth or riches. We are not talking about in terms of he or she has good shape, he or she is handsome, beautiful. That's not what we mean. We mean that somebody who is stable in his identity, with Christ, somebody who is able to love selflessly, somebody who is committed to God's purpose above personal pleasure, somebody who carries the image of Christ, who knows things that he or she must not do that will lead to sin or that will make the other person to be in pain. Somebody that has the fear of God. That is what we mean when we are talking about the right partner. Somebody who has a fear of God, who knows that if I should do this to my spouse, if I should do this to my wife, or do this to my husband, do this to my children, God will not be happy with me. And because of that, because of the fear of God, that person will not do that. We are not talking about the person who does not understand the things of Christ, because when you have the fear of God, there are some things that you will not do to your spouse, to your partner. You will not want to harm them. You will not want to hurt them. You don't want to do things that will make them unhappy, make them shed tears. You will not want to do that because you have the fear of God. That is when we are talking about the right partner. Why this matters? Why do you think that becoming the right partner, somebody can say, why is it important that I must be the right partner? Once I'm able to get somebody that is right, that is good for me, that is okay by me. I don't need to be good, At least that person can cover up for me. You need to be the right partner as well, not just you going about looking for the right partner. When they ask you, why are you still single? It's because I've not found the right partner yet. I've not found the right partner yet. Yes, many of you are quick to say that, but are you even the right partner that the other person is waiting for, that God is preparing the person for? Now, why this matters? You attract what you are. Healthy attracts healthy. Unhealed people attract more dysfunction. If you are toxic, you will repel or damage the very relationship you are asking God for. If you are a toxic person and you go into a relationship with somebody who is not toxic, somebody who is very, very calm, who is very, very nice, and you are a very, very toxic person, you are going to damage the relationship. Even if you have prayed and God has brought this right person to you, because you are a toxic person, because you are a very toxic person, it's going to affect your relationship and it's going to damage that same relationship, because nobody will want to stay with a man or woman who is very, very toxic, who is very, very abusive, who is very, very manipulative, who is very, very controlling. Nobody will want to stay, except if you are two of a kind. That is when the person may not bother. So you give it to yourself. Once this one is giving it to you, you give it back to him or her. You are ready to battle it together. But if you go to get in a relationship with somebody who is not a toxic person, you are going to be giving that person problems in that relationship. You are going to making that person to be asking questions about his or her personality. Am I the bad person in this relationship? Is it just that I'm not understanding this person? Or where is all of these things coming from? Whereas that person is not the problem. You are, because you are toxic. So you attract what you are. You attract, if you are toxic, you are going to definitely attract somebody who is toxic. You can't give what you don't have. You want love, but have you planned to love the person? You want somebody, you say, I want somebody that is very loving, somebody who is going to love me very well, somebody who is going to pay attention to me. Are you ready to pay attention to that person? Have you thought of it, that if you are the kind of person that you desire attention in your relationship or your future marriage, do you have it too? What if the person too also desire to have somebody who is going to be giving him or attention? If you are just thinking about yourself, it means that you are just a selfish person, and we are not talking about that person. That means you are not the right person too. If you are a self-centered person that is just all about you, is what I want and what I want. So if you want trust, some people will say, if you ask them, what is your ideal kind of man or woman? I want a woman or man that I can trust. I want a man or woman that will love me, that is loving, that will sacrifice for me, that will be caring. These are some of the things you mentioned that many of you don't even have them. You don't carry them in you, yet you want to have it from somebody that you want to get married to. So what we are saying is that whatever you want, you also must have it in you. You must be praying. It's because you know that those values, those attributes are good, and they are something that will give you peace, rest of mind. That's why you want them. So you must be ready to give them back. God cares more about your preparation than your desire. You are more interested in your readiness than your request. God cares more about your preparation. It's not just about, about preparing for wedding. You must prepare physically, you must prepare emotionally, spiritually, and everything. You must know that in all of this, you are mature financially, emotionally, intellectually. You must be sure that you are mature and you are ready for marriage. Before, you not just, you found somebody, you are finding the right person, and the next thing you go ahead to do is to start planning wedding, preparing for the wedding day, not minding the attitude, the negative attitude you that after the wedding, if you take it into your marriage, that is going to start. That's why you hear some people, they say under a month's wedding, some people, they've gone their separate ways. Under a month's wedding, they've started quarreling, fighting, and all of that. It is because somebody is not just the right person for this person. This person wants the right person, and he or she is able to get it. The next one is, it leads to partnership, not just feelings but shared effort. Why becoming the right partner matters is that it will lead to partnership. It's not like it's somebody. It's not going to be a love that is with pressure. You'll be partnering with that person because both of you understand each other. Both of you have what it takes to become one, not just becoming the right person on one-sided. Now both of you have it, so you can always partnership together. You can always understand each other, not conflict all the time, not fighting all the time, not quarreling all the time. You'll be able to share things together, effort, you support each other because you have what it takes to be together. It helps the relationship to grow, not just survive. Without growth, love will be stagnant. So if we are talking about becoming the right person, if you are looking for the right partner and you are not the right partner, it's not going to allow your relationship to grow, because when the other person is not happy with what you are doing, the relationship cannot go to the next level, because the person will still be studying, be observing whether he or she should take that relationship to the next level, whether he or she should accept the next level that you want to take it to, because he or she is still observing that you still have anger issue. This person still has anger issue. This person is still disrespecting me. I don't know. So why can I go ahead and say yes I do to somebody who is still having anger issue, who is still beating me in this relationship? So the person will be very, very careful so as not to get himself into trouble. So it will not allow your relationship to grow. Maybe what you have for that relationship is that under 1 year, we have been able to study each other, then we get married. But because of your attitude now, it's making him or her to be afraid that how can I go and marry somebody who is very, very abusive, who is always hitting me at the slightest provocation, he or she hits me at the slightest provocation, he or she disrespects me, and so many other things like that. So the relationship may not go. It prevents circle of harm. If unchecked, it can lead to harm. So why you need to become the right partner is that it will lead to circle of harm. Because if you are the manipulative type, if you are the type that you are abusive in your relationship, you are not good in your relationship, it's going to lead to circle of harm. That's repeatedly you are going to be harming this person. With that attitude, with you continue to do that on regular basis, it invites your partner to do the same. When you are the right partner, when you are honest, when you are nice, when your partner can see that you are a very generous person, you are a very nice person, your partner can see the way you treat others, the way you relate with others, that you are very nice to them, you are very kind to them, you are a caring partner to her, to him. He or she too will want to do the same. There's this thing that we call revenge. It is when one partner is not doing what he or she is supposed to. That's when the other person wants to take. After all, when I called him, I called you severally, you did not pick my call. The other one too will want to retaliate, say, I will not pick your call too. But when all of these things are absent in your relationship, it will make your partner to always, my partner is very loving, very caring, pay attention to me. When I immediately he or she hears that I'm not feeling fine, you will see her here, you will see him here, So when it is your own turn too, he or she will want to support you. He or she will want to be there because he knows that you have that kind of attitude and you are that kind of a person too, who is very caring, who is very lonely. So what are we saying? When you are the right partner too, you will get it back. When you are nice, you will get it back. When you are kind, you will get it back. When you are, that's why you see some people that are married today. You see them when they do things together. If the husband does not have money, the wife wouldn't mind. The wife is ready to give her husband money. When there is no food in the house, the wife is ready to go to the market, get food stuff, cook, and make sure that the family, because he knows that the husband too will do the same thing. If he were to be the one, like if it were to be husband that has money, he will buy food stuff, make sure that everybody eats and feel okay. So being the right partner will always make your partner always to want to be the same, not trying to take revenge that after all, you are this bad person, so I will give it back to back. And you should ensure that you are the right partner too. Once you strive to be the right partner, I'm telling you, you are definitely going to enjoy your partner as well. On this note, I want to go on this short break. When I return, the program continues. Please don't go anywhere, and I'll be right back. Stay tuned. Are you about tidying up, or are you ready to unlock the secret to a successful and fulfilling marriage? Well, look no further. Introducing 3 amazing must-have books that have been produced and tailored to help singles make the right choices are now out. Carefully written by TOPE, OGINNI, an experienced marriage counselor and host of the popular television program Before You Say I Do. The books will no doubt be an invaluable companion for all singles out there who are trying to make a choice of a life partner. Making the right decisions before you say I do deals with the integrity of how relationship can be carefully managed to produce the desired result for singles, while Prayer Guide for Singles Seeking Life Partners points out the important and invaluable role of prayers for singles in making choices. It offers a comprehensive collection of prayers specifically designed to help singles manifest a godly life partner and help connect with God. Relationship red flags you should never ignore. Laid bare the signs and indications that can help a single to avoid a union that will ultimately lead to endless years of pain, regret, and even sorrow. All these books are now on sale. Get your copies now at the Apostolic Church Nigeria, LAWNA Bookshop, Olorunda K2, Lagos, or visit our website for convenient online ordering, topeoginni.com.ng, or call 081 4356 1574. Remember, it is never too late to make the right choices for your heart. So do not wait any longer. Grab your copies today and start your journey towards healthy and godly marriage. Distributors are wanted nationwide. Welcome back. It is still Before You Say I Do on Glorious Vision Television, the only program designed for all categories of singles to enlighten and to educate you on the marital journey that you are about to embark upon. On today's episode, I've been discussing becoming the right partner before you seek the right partner. Like I said, many people want to have the right partner as their spouse, as their husband, as their wife. But the question is, have you asked yourself if you are the right partner that somebody else, a single young man, a single young lady out there is praying to have, that, oh God, give me this kind of man as husband, give me this kind of woman as wife, is what we are looking at today. So before we went on that break, I just finished talking about why you need to be the right partner. Why is this important to be the right partner is what I just finished talking about. So we go to the next one. Signs. Perhaps you are in a relationship now. Signs that will tell you that you are the right partner or you are with the right partner is what we want to talk next. When you see yourself in your relationship, you are easily offended and you are unforgiving. You are not the right partner. Because issues cannot but come. You will definitely step on each other's toes. You will hurt each other. Like we always say on this program, you are two people coming from different backgrounds, different upbringings, different cultures, different religion, different educational background, different so many things. You were not brought up in the same home or in the same family. So coming together, those differences is going to come to play. By the time two of you are moving together, you should get to realize that. Now, what we are saying is that when that happens, there are some things that you are going to be doing to each other that is going to offend each other. When that now happens, where is the place of forgiveness? When you realize that my parents are not the ones who brought you up. So I don't expect you to be perfect, or I don't expect you to be this way I am. You have to understand that your parents were not the one that brought me up. My parents were not the one that brought you up. We came from different homes. Some people came from divorced homes, divorced parents. Some people came from separated parents. So many things are in place, could be the problem. So we should not ignore all of that. So because of that, now when you are now coming together, you should realize that all these are going to come into play when both of you start moving together. So when you now offend each other, where is the place of forgiveness? So if you are the type that you like to keep malice as a single person, maybe you are not even in any relationship yet, you like to keep malice, you are not a right partner. So you cannot be praying that God should give you a partner that will be understanding, that is ready to forgive you, that will not keep malice with you, that will be loving, that will overlook your offenses, but you are not that person too. Don't you think that if you get married to somebody that you are praying for and you are still with your old self of unforgiving spirit, you are going to be giving that man or that woman issue. So you can see that this is where you need to be the right person first. You too, you need to go and be praying that God, this my unforgiving spirit, this my keeping malice, that I can keep malice with my siblings, with my friends. You have so many people that you are keeping malice with now for months, for years, you know. So if you take that to your marriage, you are going to be giving that man or that woman problem. You lack patience, you get frustrated easily. If you are the type that you like patience, you don't have patience for anything. You get easily frustrated over things. You should know that you are yet to be the right person, because marriage relationship needs patience. A lot of it. You need a lot of patience. There's some things that you need to overlook. There are some things that you will just close your eyes, you just close your ears. So if you are not that kind of a person, that if you are the type that you always like to react to everything you see, you hear, you know, if you are coming to get married to somebody who is not like that, you can see that you may not be the right partner in that relationship. You manipulate or control your partner. You are very manipulative and very controlling in your relationship. Is a sign that you are not the right partner. You get defensive when you are challenged. Maybe you did something right to your partner and he or she challenge you over it, that the way you spoke to her, to him, or the way you disrespect, or you did something bad to him or her, and he or she open up about it to you, and instead of you to accept your errors, admit your mistakes and apologize, but you suddenly become defensive. You want to start defending yourself. What about you? Should be last week too. You did your own. I don't like people who normally talk like that. Why did you not address my own when I did that to you? You should have addressed that when he or she did. The moment you did not, then forget it. Not when he or she tried to say, oh, that is when you now bring that topic. It's not. You may not be the right partner for where you may not be the right partner that somebody outside there is praying to have as husband and wife, and you need to work upon yourself. You expect changes, but you resist it yourself. Yes, you want that lady or that man in your relation. You said, oh, you are too stingy. You are not caring. You are not supportive. You are not loving. You don't know how to talk. You say a lot of things. You are not patient enough. You get angry easily. These are some of the things you'll be complaining in your relationship. You know, you expect this person to change, but this person has also come up to say that you too, you have some bad aspect of you too that you need to change. You are resisting change, but you want him or her to change. It won't work. It will not work. It's going to continue to give both of you problems. So the best thing you can do, if there's some bad attitude that both of you are carrying about, that you have been saying that, do you know that you have this bad attitude, or you have this addiction that I don't like about you? What both of you need to do is to separately go and work on it, jointly pray about it, jointly talk about it, pray for each other about that thing. So what are we saying? If you want me to stop getting angry, don't get angry too. If you want me to be loving, you must also be showing love to me. If you want me not to be stingy to you, I have things in my hand, you want to collect it. I said, no, I cannot release it. And you know that you too, you are like that. How can you change me when I know that you are still carrying the same attribute to you? It won't work that way. So if you are expecting somebody to change, stop resisting change in yourself too. If there's any way that people has been saying that you are not too good, you need to work on yourself. You have not done your own inner work, but you want me. You too, you are carrying your own vices around. You have your own bad side in you that you are carrying about. You are very self-centered. You think just all about your own definition of love is just about you. You don't care about another person. You are not supportive. You don't call. He or she has been complaining that you hardly call, you hardly check on him or her, you know, that you are not communicating well. You are this, you are that, you know, and the person has been complaining. He has been giving this person trouble in that relationship. This person has been showing so much concern. You need to look inner and you to say, this my sister has been complaining about this about me. I think I need to work on it. This brother has been saying that the reason why we have not taken our relationship to the next level is because he said he wants me to change this side of me, that he cannot get married or she cannot get married to me with this anger issue, with this disrespectful, with this infidelity, cheating, lying, promises unfulfilled, and not the rest of them. So please, you need to work on them. You are still struggling with a lot of things in you that you know that is not just right. You are struggling with loss. You are struggling with immorality. You know, you need to work on it. If that has been the complaint, if that has been the bone of contention, why your relationship has not gone to the next level, you need to work on that area of your life. That's a sign that you are not the right partner. So if he or she eventually leaves you for another man or another woman, you don't need to get offended about it, because you were not the right partner for him or her in that relationship. And he or she just have to look for someone that is better, the right partner that he or she desire. As long as he or she has examined his or herself that, me, I know on my part. I know that some people that will say on my part, I don't have any issue. You are just the problem. This attitude of yours, I don't know how I can just manage it. I don't think I can manage this aspect of your life. You are not submitted to God or spiritual authority. You are not God-oriented. You are not God-oriented. You are unclear about your purpose or vision. You don't know where you are going. When you are the type of person that you don't even know where you are going in your relationship, then there is a problem. There is a problem. Consequences of not becoming the right partner. So if you are in a relationship and you are not becoming the right partner, you are not, You are not striving to become the right partner too. If, like I said, that you want somebody that is loving, caring, respectful, submissive, peaceful, nice, kind, generous, and all the rest of them, and you are not striving to becoming that kind of a person, you are a self-centered person. You just want all that good virtues for yourself, not minding what does this person, this man or this woman that I want to get married to, what am I going to offer in return if he or she has all these virtues in him or her? What have I got to return? Is it your anger? Is it your self-centeredness? Is it your abusive nature, manipulative nature that you want to give back to that person? You have to check that. So let us look at some of the consequences. You are going to keep having repeated failed relationships. If you look into yourself too, the reason why you are not settled up till now is not as if there is one witchcraft or wizard running after you. It's because of your bad side that people that keeps coming in contact with you keeps complaining that you have this unforgiving spirit. You keep malice a lot. You don't care about people. You only care about yourself. You do this, you do that. They keep mentioning all this bad side about you. And the moment they talk about it and they expect you to change and you seems not to change, that man or that woman will leave you because you are not the right partner that they pray to God to give them. They don't want somebody that will give them trouble in their future marriage. Your future marriage will be full of conflict or compromise, unhealthy compromise. You know, if you eventually get married, then your marriage is going to be full of conflicts, regularly conflicts, disagreement, quarrels, unhealthy compromise. Somebody will just say, oh, because I don't want trouble today, I don't want us to fight, I don't want us to argue, I beg, let me just allow it to go. The person will allow it to go not because he or she is happy with it, but he or she just wants to allow. That's when you hear people who say, just for peace to reign, let me just allow it to go. It's not like what you are doing or what you did is right. It's not right. The person is not happy with it, but you just have to let it go. That is another consequence. You keep having more of this, I will allow you to go. And the more you keep piling up this thing, is going to blow up someday, and it might lead to divorce or somebody fighting each other to the extent that it can lead to some terrible things. Communication breakdown is going to lead to communication breakdown. Love starts to feel like a pressure. Love that's supposed to feel like, oh, I love this, my partner. Both of you are enjoying your relationship. It's going to be look like I'm being pressurized to love this person. It's just like maybe it's because I'm late already. It's because I don't think I can find any other person. If not because I love him, you now be pressurizing yourself. It's not like the love is genuine. That's what you'll be getting. It's going to be fake love, not genuine love, because this person, like, I don't have any other choice. I just have to be managing this person. It starts weakening the bond. The bond that is supposed to be strong is going to weaken the bond between both of you. Then it's going to start building resentment over time. Resentment, you keep building resentment over time because you keep harming and hurting this person, and the person keep bottling it or keep telling you, and you have refused to change. Growth is going to feel unsafe. You cannot grow. When you are not the right person, right partner in a relationship, you can't grow. That relationship cannot grow because the only way it can grow is when somebody complains about a thing in that relationship or about you. And the next time the person could see the change, then the relationship will now go. The person will now think, okay, now all those things that I've complained about, I can see that he or she has worked upon his or herself, so we can move to the next level. But if he cannot see that, he cannot propose, he cannot be talking about marriage because he or she is still observing your character to know whether you are going to change to be the right person or the right partner that he or she desire. It's going to delay your purpose, whatever purpose that you have. Maybe you have purpose that you want to accomplish. Because you are having issues in your relationship, you cannot even move to the next level. You can't move to the next level because you have a purpose. Your relationship is also going together with it. Both of them, you expect them to work together at the same time. So if you are having issues in your relationship, it's going to definitely be affecting your purpose. Whatever purpose that you want to accomplish, is it career? Is it whatever purpose that you have that you want to achieve? I am telling you, if your relationship is unstable and keeps having repeated issues, because you refuse to become the right partner that will make that relationship to be peaceful, to be okay, to be going on smoothly, then it's going to affect your purpose. Because the more you try to share it with your partner, he or she may not be interested. We tell you, go and do what I ask you to do until you change. If you don't change and become good and become okay, I don't think I have time for all of this. And you will feel bad. You will not be happy. It's going to lead to emotional trauma. It's going to lead to emotional trauma. Before you know it, depression will set in. Before you know it, every other thing will just be like coming down in that relationship. You won't understand again how to become the right partner. So now, having said all of this, we've talked about the signs, we've talked about the consequences you are going to have if you refuse to become the right partner that somebody is praying for. You can't just be praying to be the right partner, whereas you are not planning to become one. You still want to become the hateful person that you are. You still want to be becoming that manipulative that you are. You still want to be becoming that toxic person that you are. You want to take it to your marriage. I'm going to show that person I'm going to get married to. If that is it, God will help you. So the first thing, you need to surrender your life to Christ. I'm talking to Christian singles here. You need to surrender your life. You can't be a godly partner if you are not submitted to God. So you need to surrender your life to Christ. And if you have done that already, but along the way you backslided or you withdraw because of one thing or the other, you need to go back to Christ and ask him to accept you back, so that it can help you. You need to yield your relationship, your wounds, your desires. You need to go and yield them into the care of God. Then you need to know yourself. Before you go into any relationship, know yourself. Who are you? Understand what triggers you. You are this person that you easily get angry. You are this person that you know that you don't have patience with things. That some people, they don't have patience with things at all. These are some of the things that you need to know. So immediately you meet somebody who is very calm in spirit, you should know that you cannot be the right partner for that person, except if that person feels that, oh, I can work on it, we can work on it together, except that. But you should know that if you have that kind of character in you, it will be very difficult for you to go along with somebody who has a gentle spirit. So know yourself, understand your wounds, understand what triggers you, understand your likes and your dislikes before you go into any relationship. By the time you know yourself, that some people will tell you, I am this kind of a person, I don't forgive easily, I don't know how to forgive, I don't know how to apologize. They will tell you, this is who I am. So sometimes God can bring you to them so that God can use you in their life. We have seen situations like that. It's not like God cannot bring somebody that can help people like that. But what I'm saying is that just know yourself. Don't hide that part of yourself as if you are perfect. Don't pretend to be what you are not, and bring yourself to this person to be what you are not. And later, when you get married, you now begin to open up on who you are. You need to deal with some things that are not right in your life, about your love, about your relationship, about your future marriage. Those things that you know that they are going to give you problem. You need to sit yourself down now and begin to say, like I said, ask yourself, can I marry myself? If I am with all this, my bad attitude, my bad character, if I am the one, can I marry myself? So if you know that you cannot marry yourself, then you should know that you need to work on yourself. Heal before you deal. Unhealed people bleed on those who didn't cut them. Yes, I am not the one that disappointed you. I am not the one that jilted you. I am not the one that caused you that heartbreak. But later in life, you have decided that you want to move on. We now met. You now want to I now want to be the one that will now be suffering for somebody's pain, somebody who hurt you. Whereas I was not the one, I will now be the one. That means that you are not yet the right partner. I know that people like that, when they get into another relationship, you see them, they will say because the lady disappointed them or offended them, a man did this to them. When they now meet another man, they will now say they are going to take revenge on an innocent person who he or she was not the one that offended you. You are not the right partner, and that is not just right. Just know that that is not just right. So if you have that kind of attitude, please, you need to stop it. So the next one is Communicate openly and kindly. Speak honestly and not harshly to your partner. Please, don't speak harshly to them. Speak kindly. No matter what it is that you want to discuss, nobody likes to be talked to harshly. That is the truth. Nobody will accept anybody talking to them harshly. So please learn to speak kindly and learn to speak honestly to your partner. Forgive your past so that God can forgive you too, and you will not take the altar of your past on an innocent person. Apologize and repair. When you know that you have messed up in your relationship, there is nothing stopping you if you don't realize it. If your partner helps you to realize that you have done something that is not right, please learn to admit. Admit your mistake. You can explain if it is needed. And if it is needed, once you realize that you are the cause of the problem in that relationship, please learn to apologize and repair and move on. No malice. Don't keep any malice. Don't harbor any unforgiving spirit against him or her to the extent that he or she will observe that that is what you are doing. Discover and work in your purpose. Who are you in Christ? What's your assignment? Get busy fulfilling it. You need to go out there and get busy fulfilling your purpose in life. Don't just sit there. Don't just be idle while you are trying to become the right partner. One of the things that you need to do is you need to discover God's given purpose in your life. Part of the things that will make you to become the right partner is this, because once you are able to discover who you are in Christ, why God created you, what is your assignment, and you begin to pursue them even while you are single, it is going to help you, help your partner, help your relationship, and even your future marriage. So it's very important that you pursue that. Build your character, not just chemistry. Work on consistency, honesty, integrity, patience, and emotional control. You need to work on all of these things. Build your character. What are those characters that are not just building chemistry between you and your partner? After all, we have feelings for each other. As long as there are feelings, character doesn't matter. It matters. It is not feelings that you are going to be needing. It's not only feelings that you are just going to be needing in your marriage. You also need character in your marriage to make it work, to make it last. Even in life, even in life generally, good character matters a lot. Good attitude matters a lot. Nobody wants to have anything to do with somebody with bad attitude or bad character. If people are given opportunities, the first person that will always come to mind is somebody that you know that is of good character, of good attitude. So it's very important. Even in marriage, you need to start building it. Perhaps you don't have it now. Perhaps people have been saying it. You have had several relationships that have talked about a particular attitude or character that is not good about you. Please don't see it as the person is the bad one here, or people don't understand you. Work on yourself. Submit to accountability. Submit to accountability. Involve mentors. Don't isolate yourself. Involve mentors. You need people that will be talking to you. You need people that will be asking questions from about relationship, about yourself, about how to behave in marriage, how to behave in relationship. You can look at people who have been married for years and you know that you can trust their relationship, they are married together, you can trust them very well. You can always speak to them. Let them be your mentor. Let them be guiding you. Let them be telling you this is what we do in relationship. This is what marriage is all about. This is how to prepare for marriage. If you know that you want to enjoy your marriage, you want your marriage to work, you want your marriage to last, you want to have peace, you want to enjoy your spouse, enjoy everything that you need to enjoy, let them talk to you. I am not saying that it's going to be 100%. Nobody is 100%, and nobody is looking for 100% perfection, but at least let them see that you are working on this bad side of you. Commit to growing together. A good partner evolves. A good partner will always, once your partner is able to complain about all those things I've mentioned, I don't know which one is happening in your own relationship right now, but once it has been mentioned, all you need to do is to start looking at how you can work on it as an individual and as a couple to build. You should start praying for yourself. Tell God, commit all those bad characters, bad side of you to God. Tell God that you cannot heal yourself, but you want God to heal you. Talk to your partner too. I need your help too. Don't try to do as if that you can help yourself or that it doesn't matter or there's nothing bad about what you are doing. Don't make it seem as if your partner is a bad one here, whereas what you are doing is definitely not right. It's not helping the relationship, it's not helping you, and it's not helping your partner. And that's why some people will continue to remain single if they don't change some negative side of them. So what am I saying? You need to evolve. You need to keep working on yourself. You need to tell your partner, both of you two can help each other to work on your relationship together. Finally, the greatest gift you can give to your future spouse is a whole, healed, and holy version of you. So start preparing to be whole, to be healed. If you are still hurting by what somebody has done to you in the past, please, we don't need that. You are not yet the right partner. If you are still carrying that wound about that somebody jilted you, disappointed you, you're supposed to have been married now, you're supposed to have been this and that, please, you need to heal before you go into any relationship. So your partner will be needing somebody that is whole, not half of you. Don't rush to find the one if you have not become the one yet. If you are looking for the one, but if you are not yet the one too, please don't rush into any relationship. And when two old people meet in God's timing, the relationship isn't a rescue, it is revelation of God's glory. So it's very, very important that not just always praying for the right partner, but praying to become also the right partner that somebody out there is praying for. Continue to pray for yourself that God should help you to become the partner that your relationship needs, not out of pride, not out of pressure, but out of love, humility, and desire to grow. Thank you so much. To this, I've come to the end of today's episode of Before You Say I Do. I want to say thank you to as many of you that are able to join me today. I want to appreciate the production crew for making today's production a great success. If you have any question on this particular episode or our previous episode, don't hesitate to drop it on that WhatsApp number that is scrolling on your screen. And you can also join us on Tuesday to watch this same broadcast at 8 p.m. on our Facebook and YouTube page. And you can also have the opportunity of watching the repeat broadcast on Saturday at 1 p.m. on this same station. I want to say thank you once again to as many people who are able to join me on today's episode. Until I come your way again on another exciting episode of Before You Say I Do, I remain your host, TOPE OGINNI. On Before You Say I Do, we will always help you to make the right decision before you say I do. Bye for now and thank you.
I've never been so sure of anything before. Just like I'm in this moment, but was alone would be enough. Just take my hands and take mine, 'cause I will always love you through anything I'll do. To back on different segment, you know, for the engaging and passionate. Talk back, OGINNI, you know. Let's talk about love. Let's talk about God.